All right. Good afternoon, Sadiki. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. So I wanted to talk with you, give you a little bit of constructive feedback, and foster a positive learning environment, and go through our day, and kind of point out the things that I saw in your evaluation that I put. Um, do you have any questions for me before we begin?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, good. Can you tell me, how do you think the day went overall?
Repeat, repeat that.
How do you think the day went? How do you feel about your performance today?
I think it was okay. I feel like it wasn't my strongest day, but it was okay.
Okay, good, good. Can you tell me one thing you did well and one thing you think you can improve
I think definitely like intubating, starting the second IV, I
on?
did great. With the medications and so on, we had couple issues, but I'm learning each day.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to start with at the very beginning of the day, I want to start with your setup and arrival time. So you arrived at 6:45 for your case, but I was already here at 6 a.m., which is the expectation for all of our students. Arriving early is important because it helps you set up, you can look up the patient, you have a lot more time to prepare for the case and for your entire day. How do you think arriving early will help you for your next cases?
Um, Arriving early, as you say, is very important because, again, it will definitely help me to be more prepared and I wouldn't have to be running around so nervous.
Right, exactly. Like I said, preparation is key to success, and I think if you arrive earlier, you'll have a lot an easier and calmer day. Also, next I noticed that you were texting for different reasons during the case. Maintaining focus is essential for patient safety, especially in anesthesia. You know, we're there for every heartbeat. We are looking at the patient, we're looking at vital signs, we're looking at the bed settings. It's very important that you stay focused. How about you change the distraction during the case?
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure I'm only focusing on the patient and don't text, put my phone away.
Perfect. Yes, definitely. As far as your knowledge base and form of anesthesia care, I gave you needs improvement in that area. We had a patient, the patient was allergic to penicillin, but you grew up Ancef. So I want to make sure that you're aware that the cost sensitivities and reactions, it's important to see that and recognize that before administration of medication. What steps can you use to prevent this in the future?
I'll definitely make sure I verify with you and the surgeon and the team and just making sure because I remember learning in school, they say the cross sensitivity is very small, but
Mm-hmm.
again, I'll just make sure to check with you before I give.
Exactly. It never hurts to double check, triple check, all the checks, right? Alrighty. So accurate medication administration is the key to patient safety. It's what we do. And one medication can cure the patient. So, and you're very aware of that. I also instructed you to give 5 milligrams of ephedrine. Remember when the patient was hypertensive, but you administered 5 cc's, which was actually 25 milligrams. Now, there was no harm done to the patient, but I want to make sure that you understand that accurate dosing is vital. How can you fix this for the next time you administer medication?
Moving forward in the future, I'll just make sure I say, okay, I'm giving 5 milligrams, which is 1 cc, just to be on the
Mm-hmm.
safe side.
Oh, good. Because closed loop communication on my part, on your part, even on the doctor's part, the surgeon's part, you want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So even when it comes to the bed going up, yes, the bed is going up. Little things like that can make a difference. So excellent, perfect. And I always want to clarify whether it's good for you preceptor, whether it's with the surgeon, the nurse, anybody in the room, just double check that we're on the same page and we're communicating the same. Another thing, during the case, the patient is in sleep trendeleburg, and you have been on brain control setting with the peak pressures over 38. And you weren't able to explain why the peak pressures are getting so high and why changing the setting might help in the situation. Can you explain your thought process during that time?
You know what? I was just a little bit overwhelmed and flustered, but I do understand the difference.
Good, good, perfect. I think that's a good plan. Once you go over the ventilator settings and kind of play around with the settings, you can see what settings help in different positions, different patient conditions. And so the gaining confidence in the technical skill will also help you as well. Now, when we were emerging, I noticed that you didn't put an OPA. Was there a certain reason for that?
No, no specific reason.
Okay. I want to make sure that next time you Um, every time you emerge a patient, you don't want them biting on the tube, and you can lose their airway, from all the way away. They can't protect their airway all the way. So it's very important to have an apiarian before the patient is awake and you can protect their airway.
Mm.
And then you place the patient on pressure control or pressure support. And I think at that time the patient would feel slow switches. And you reverse with no significant pleasure. I wanted to ensure proper timing or indication for reversal agents is important. How will you address this in the future?
I'll just make sure the patient is breathing properly, make sure I check with the preceptor before switching the modes and so on.
Now, if the patient had no twitches, what would be good? Would we still reverse with no
Use
significant?
gamma decks.
Perfect, perfect. So overall, I think there are areas for improvement, but you did well. Your intubation was awesome, like you said. I think it was perfect. Your technique was good. Your IV, you gave us an 18 gauge, perfect, love it. All of your psychomotor skills were really good. Documentation was perfect. I think you were really friendly and very professional with the staff. And your hand tapping was but overall, for your evaluation, I did say that you do need improvement, but I do see a lot of potential, and I think you take well to constructive criticism, so that's pretty good. And do you have any feedback or any concerns, questions for me?
No, I don't.
Perfect. All right, it was my pleasure. Thank you for working with me. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Okay?
Thank you.